I didn't plan on it to be raining. All right, let's talk about my pre-production workflow. It's like piecing up together a puzzle. Let me show you how I do it. Hey there, I'm Johnny, a multidisciplinary artist and creative producer. I wear a lot of hats in the creative world. Video production, graphic design, branding, you name it. If it's creative, I'm in. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Let's dive right in. Picture this. I get an email from a client excited about a new project. They're buzzing with ideas and my heart races a bit too. I didn't plan on it to be raining, but first thing I do is I start by asking questions that cut to the heart about what they need. What's the purpose of this video? What's your target audience? What's the vibe that you're looking for? Like this video, it's just a mess. These aren't casual questions. They set the stage for everything else that follows. Oh my God, it's raining so much. And here's a little secret. Saying no is sometimes the best option. I've turned down projects where the vibes were off and the budget didn't match the effort. For me, it's vital that I prioritize my mental health and work on projects that truly excites me. So once the client and I are aligned, it's time for research. Imagine me diving into their brand, exploring their competitors and looking at trends. I want to understand their visual identity. Sometimes I send over a brief that's super detailed, and other times it's as simple as,
I just need a video.
okay. That's when I get into brainstorming mode. Clients often hire me to develop their ideas or come up with my own. I clarify who's in charge of what, script writing, storyboarding, and concept right from the start. Remember, communication is everything. When it comes to planning, I'm all about the tools. I stick to Google Docs and spreadsheets for organization, and I love using Pinterest for mood boards. Lately, I've been hooked on Miro for brainstorming. But you know what? Use whatever works for you. Pen and paper, sticky notes, anything that's gonna keep the ideas flowing. All right, let's talk about my pre-production workflow. It's like piecing up together a puzzle. Let me show you how I do it. All right, the first thing that I do is I go back to the client's brief and I just double check everything. I make sure that I highlight anything that's super important and make sure that I grasp fully what the client wants and their goals. Secondly, I start working on a rough shot list based from the client's concept. And then, I would add reference shots that I like and then build it up like that. So after that, I finish my shot list. I kind of gauge each shot and making sure that every shot is doable. If there's anything that needs to be simplified or there's stuff that needs to be cut out. So I just double check and look at the difficulty level of each shot. With my experience, I can gauge that pretty quickly. By gauging the difficulty of each shot and knowing how much time it's going to take you to do them, it's also going to help you with later on by making the schedule. Also, the reference shots that I put in the shot list is going to help me and the client kind of visualize the video and how it's going to look at the end. It's going to just give you like a brief idea of like, this is a medium shot, goes to a wide shot, establishing shot. It kind of gives you a flow of editing also if you're the editor or if the editor is looking at it. But having a reference in that shot list is really helpful. So next thing, you've looked at the concept, you have a shot list, you've gauged what exactly the difficulty level of each shot is. What I do is I start doing location scouting. So for location scouting, I could either go in person from places that I remember or that kind of looks like what's in the shot or what the concept is. A lot of times I do use Google Maps and I do Street View and I kind of see like areas with that. That's like a pretty much easy cheat code before, moving around. But once you go on location, it's really good that you take notes, take reference photos of the area, kind of understand the environment, like if there's high traffic, if there's a lot of cars, if it's not a good area. So just take note of everything in that area just to be sure that it'll make your shoot go a lot easier. For example, if the morning is more quieter than the afternoon, what time of the day is the best for you to be there? Is it an open public location? Do you need to rent it out? So you need to map that all out before doing anything. So once everything is secured from booking talent, from the studio space or the locations and the gear, what I do is start working on a schedule, making sure that everybody is available on certain days. So you build a schedule based on your crew, the talent's availability, and your client's availability. So you make a call sheet and, and then it's production time. But to say, like, if you're just a videographer, sometimes the client has access to a producer and the producer will usually take care of everything. If you're starting out and you're the videographer, usually you just kind of do everything. So now let's talk about the gear list preparation. It's super simple. You just go through the shot list. You make sure that every shot that you have is super detailed of what gear that you need. For example, you're working on a corporate interview. Usually what you need is a tripod, a 3-point key lighting system, a monitor, your camera, some lenses, and a mic system, like a wireless mic, lapel mic, whatever. So that's like a basic thing that you would need for that kind of shoot. So that's pretty much it. And as the shoot day approaches, like the night before, just double check everything. Make sure your batteries are fully charged. Everything is ready to be packed into the car. You gotta double check everything and even bring anything that's extra just in case. So there you have it, the foundation of pre-production. Preparation isn't just about having a plan. It's about understanding the client's vision, anticipating challenges, and setting up everyone on your team for success. All right, so if you've watched this video all the way through, I got a few questions for you. Let's see. What's your go-to preparation tip for a big shoot? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Oh yeah, drop your questions or your tips in the comments down below. And finally, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure that you like and subscribe to support the channel. And that's it. Thanks for joining me and stay tuned for more behind the scenes insights, and maybe I'll do a video about production next time. Later.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route.